And right off the bat, Mills looking to throw it. And that is incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Second and 10. Mills now. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. He finds his man, complete. That's Crawford. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 48 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mills. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there, turned it all around. Big moment.
Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Mills on 1st down. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Off the play fake, Mills. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mills. it away, and it falls down incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But now it's third down. You look at this Niner defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked third in the NFL against the pass. Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the... Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Looking a little bit like a continuation of last week. He had 3 tackles for a loss, and now one more here in the first quarter of this game. And there's been no lack of force by him, taking on the offensive linemen, playing them, but also there's a suddenness to his game. They have that initial contact, and then he's gone, moving upfield and making those plays in the backfield. It's a big body moving upfield, too. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action, now it's Lance. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory. You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point. You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense. I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Working out of the gun, Mills. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration can wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Working from the gun, Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Lance finding Kittle, first down San Francisco. McCaffrey on the counter. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Set, ready.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Off of play action, here's Lance. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. On play action, Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. That's complete left side to Gray. Touchdown! Danny Gray, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard.
Soul searching now? I would say so. And they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 8. They'll run it now with Gray. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that, Charles, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Mills to the air again. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Mills. Finding Williams once more. Complete. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And Lance, he's going to change the play.
Ready.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. In motion goes the tight end.
Slide through. Blaster, sit. Ready?
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A good pickup there, 22. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. To throw, it's Lance. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. The 49ers the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Green Jack. Drill green. Set.
Throwing on first down is Lance. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That's caught. Oh, what a grab by Bateman. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Yellow, go. 6, 7. Steel, black. Ready.
Lance looks to throw again. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Rashad Bateman in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Moody good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Four seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Hard running at the 15. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Now a 2nd and 10. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And this pass caught by Gray. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Set.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
97. Ready.
Here's Lance. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Room here to run. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mills now. Williams brings it in. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. Mills. Olave holds it in. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mills. He'll buy some time right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Moody good with the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people...
And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like, you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Yellow.
Debo going in motion left.
Hey,
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Hut, hut.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's great. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Hut, hut.
Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball.
Here we go.
The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Strike him. Drive him. Set.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Ready, ready.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the ready.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now they're in the hurry-up. In motion right, Olave. On 3rd and 1, here's Mills. Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Ready, break. Go break. Set, go.
On the run, this is Gray. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Set.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Right.
The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing now is Lance. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. 2nd down, Mills. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
2nd and 6.
Ready.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Hut, hut.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mills on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. A first down throw for Mills. Down to the 10. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box?
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15... the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And the 49er hands team does its job. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing, Mills. Eluding the pressure right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Mills now on 2nd down. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, here's Mills. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Mills to throw it. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Working out of the gun, Mills. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, so the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
So the victory here